Alright, it's Crypto 101 here, and there's a lot of blood on the streets when it comes to cryptocurrency, and people are on the edge of their seats and they do not know what's going on, and they're panic selling and they just had enough. There's people giving up at this point, and that's what the financial institutions want. They're going to want us to continue to sell down to the lowest price so they can come in and swoop it up for a much cheaper price. So I did warn you guys about this about 3 months ago, that we could get into the 4,000 to 5,000 level for Bitcoin's price. That would be a great time for these institutions to come in and swoop up Bitcoin for a lot cheaper than what they can versus right now. So that's a very high potential that it can happen. This market has not recovered yet, obviously, and our Bitcoin dominance has been coming back up a little bit to 40% while all the altcoins been dropping, because everyone is trying to preserve their value and they sell their altcoins for Bitcoins at the moment. So this is all a psychological game that's being played. The masses, the majority, is beaten up. You guys are beaten up to the point where you guys are willing to sell Bitcoin at these low prices just to get out. And we don't know where the rock bottom is yet, but it's going to happen eventually before it takes off again. So the thing is, we don't know exactly if it's going to dip below 6,000 or if it's just going to bounce and come right back up. It might just be a quick psych out just to take the last investors' money at these low prices before they bump it up, and we could see a nice bounce. That's possible. But the thing is, the ETFs are on the way, and we still have several months before US gives a full green light, and you'll see the ETFs of cryptocurrency on Bitcoins on NASDAQ and other public exchanges. But we already have all these ETFs going live, like the H10. We have Binance, they're going to raise $1 billion in funds with their index. There's Coinbase that have their index. There is Bloomberg that has their own index, as well as Fidelity with their own index. And we're talking about Bloomberg, they have about $1 trillion of managed funds that they're controlling. And Fidelity has about $2.4 trillion in funds that they're working on too for their clients. Alright, so they need an entry position. They need to get into Bitcoin at a much lower price. That's how I see it. They want you to sell all your coins. So what does this all mean? What do you guys plan to do? Well, one thing, you can also take all your money, put it back into USDT to preserve the current value if you don't think it'll continue to go back up. Or you can hold on to it and just get through the rough ride and wait until it blows over. But this can take months and maybe until even next year. Nobody knows. Alright, there's going to be a lot of volatility and a lot of sell-off and bounces, so we do not know exactly what the future holds in the next couple months, but things should look a lot better. The market usually picks back up after summer, and we'll see something possibly happening then. It's going to be a rough ride during the entire summer, most likely, and we're all waiting for that big bull run to happen, but nobody really knows when it's going to happen. But it could be after summer, maybe sometime closer to winter, maybe by next year. Nobody knows. But it's going to happen. It's all about how long can you wait until it happens. Because it's going to be very volatile through these next couple months. And if you guys can't take it, you guys might as well pull out now. But when you guys do come back in, you guys will know what happens. It'll go past 12,000. You guys FOMO back in at these high prices. You'll miss out on this entire opportunity to have your Bitcoin around 6,000 where it's at now, just to pay double the price later. Alright, so it's going to be hard trying to make another entry point, but I mean, would you rather do that, or would you just wait for Bitcoin to drop maybe to 4,000, come back to 6,000, and hopefully back up? Or did you guys want to just play the game, try to get the best prices, and just get out? It's a tough time to deal with. Everyone's on edge. No one knows what's going to happen. No one's confident about the market, but the time they beat you down until you sell at the lowest price is the time they will come back in and buy it up. Alright, that is not the time you guys want to be out of crypto. And if you have your money tied up so much into cryptocurrency, that's already a bad move. You guys have to have some money to live your life and pay bills too, right? So don't put yourself in that situation. This is an investment, so you should only allocate some of your money into investment. You can't put all of it in. You also need money to spend too. So don't make rash decisions because you went all in on crypto, all right? Because that requires that you panic sell right now if you need the funds to spend for your daily activities and your bills, right? So don't put yourself in that situation, and don't go all in onto one coin, because if you do that, even though it sounds like the greatest opportunity and you could have been making a 10x gain, 20x gains, but if you go all in with all your gains into one coin and it loses 50% in a couple of days, that's it, all your gains get wiped out. So it's too risky. Don't ever do that. Diversify always. Okay, that's another thing. So I'm going to show you one coin which has been the safest this entire time when the market tanked. All right, and that coin is Binance. This is beginning of the year 2018. This is when everything took off, altcoin explosion, crash, but look at this continuous uptrend while Bitcoin has been going down. Now why is that? It's because Binance has been growing rapidly and it hasn't stopped. I made a video somewhere around the $10 mark. All right, so somewhere around here telling people that they're the #1 exchange, and this is somewhere around, I think, February. I can't remember exactly when, but it was during this time when everything was dipping. So maybe February, March, this is when I start accumulating my Binance coins, and it has been saving me considerable amount of money the entire time because it's only been going up. So I believe it was at close, right now it's close to about $16, okay, $15.70, but at its highest I seen it all the way up to about $17.70. Will this thing continue to go up? Good chance. The reason being is because Binance has been gaining so much popularity, they've been growing, and they became the #1 exchange. And next to OKEX, sometimes they alternate, but they're definitely one of the top exchanges out there. When you're comparing Binance versus OKEX, I would say Binance is the #1 exchange. But also, I did another update video on Binance and Huobi for the two top exchanges that we should be looking at, and they have their ETF funds. Binance is raising $1 billion with their own cryptocurrency index, and also there's Huobi with their H10 ETF. All right, so these two exchanges are going to be something that I keep heavily in my portfolio because you need to diversify into separate categories. So you got some smart contract coins, and you got some of the best privacy coins like Monero, Zcash, and now you have these two top exchanges, Huobi and Binance, and you could diversify that way into each category. So that keeps your portfolio a lot safer, but Binance has been the best hedge over the current market. So now every time people make a trade on their exchange, they have to use the Binance token to take advantage of the 50% off fee. So a lot of people are accumulating these Binance tokens in order to make trades. It makes sense, it's cheaper, and it has high utility. As more members come in, they're going to buy more tokens in order to save money on their trades. It just makes sense that way, okay? There's no reason to pay 50% more without their tokens. And it's gaining value, so why not hold Binance tokens? It's a very safe hedge. But they have $1 billion on the way. I mentioned that in my last video, so go check that out. And here is the news update. So now you can see that they have all these different pairs. You can use Binance for almost any cryptocurrency out there that's popular. All right, so now there's new exchanges popping up now. Before, it was only restricted. Binance was only sold on their website. You can't get anywhere else, but right now, Gate.io listed them about a week ago. Bancor has also listed them, and the announcement for Hopbit, they're also being listed on Hopbit as well. And look at this, you can even buy Binance on ChangeDelly. ChangeDelly is just like another Shapeshift. You can convert your cryptocurrencies with ease without actually trading with anybody. And they're also listed on Gate.io already. You can see Binance right there. All right, so this is huge news. I don't know if anyone else knows about this, but this is happening pretty fast. And it seems like they're preparing for something big, so they're making their token even more decentralized now. Now you get BNB tokens everywhere. There's going to be more exchanges that will be picking up these tokens because Binance is a top level token. Because Binance, it's a very stable token. Alright, very popular, rank 15. I could see Binance climb up to top 10 easily. Alright, this has one of the greatest potential to climb to top 10, alright, as one of the best exchanges out there. And they've been having slow and consistent growth. They didn't have any crazy parabolic spikes and drops. It's just slow and steady growth as their exchange grows and more people come in to Binance to start trading. And Binance at 1.8 billion, they're having $1 billion raised. They're going to raise $1 billion with 20 large investors for their index fund. All right, so I'm just saying, you might want to prepare for it now. If you guys don't have any, start considering looking at Binance Coin. So what's the possible downsides that can happen? Well, now Binance, you know, they're already registered in Malta where they're pretty much safe from US regulations. All right, so I can't see any FUD coming on from regulation aspect, but all exchanges have the potential to get hacked, but Binance has been the strongest in terms of security out of all the exchanges out there because they haven't been hacked yet. The only thing that happened was people, they made fake sites where lured unsuspecting customers into the wrong site, and that's when problems happen. But in terms of their website, their own website, they have not been hacked yet, so their security level is very high. So I can't see any FUD happening from then, but all exchanges have the potential to get hacked, so we'll see. But I do feel a lot safer with my money on Binance than any other exchanges out there. I just don't see any FUD news coming in anytime soon for Binance, but hey, anything can happen. And for those people who invested at Binance, I bought it at $10. Alright, and this thing just kept on continuing to go up slowly, and that's where the real money's at, just slow and steady growth. You can see this. It's not normal. Alright, compared to all the other graphs that you can see right now in other altcoins, it's very volatile, just up down swings all day, and most of them is not doing well at these prices with Bitcoin. Alright, so that's just my little update on where my portfolio is at, but Binance has been a very safe hedge the entire time, and I hope you guys invested into it when I made that video when it was at $10. We'll see how the market reacts, you know, for the past weekend. It's not looking good, but hang tight there. Hopefully we can all get over this in the next couple of months. Hopefully we can see another bounce soon, because at this price it's getting a little too cheap. Back to the 6,000 mark, you know, we could see a bounce after this. We could go lower, no one knows, but if you guys want to completely walk away from cryptocurrency, it's totally understandable if you guys can't deal with the stress. But just saying, I think you guys want to actually have some cryptocurrency on hold on the side just in case it takes off. No one knows when it's going to take off, so I always like to be ready when it does happen. If you guys like my content, and go ahead and hit the like button, and also comment below, ask me the questions. What do you think about Binance Coin? What do you think about the current market condition? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.